Hey, how's it going, Aaron? Thanks for trying out the Site Auditor. I hope you got some insight out of that. I wanted to follow up here and do a video analysis of your website and to provide some further insight as a search marketer in terms of what we could find uh, in your SEO and how we would be able to help you rank for some of the keywords that we want to go after if we were to tackle this project on together. All right, so without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was I pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see what's been working out for you. So what I can see right off the bat is you don't have a lot of referring domains pointing to your website, and the quality of your websites, the backlinks that are pointing to your website, are not the best quality ones. Now, Aaron, in case you didn't know what a backlink or referring domain is, it's basically any website out there on the internet that links back to your website by a hyperlink. So, for example, if there is a blog out there that's called the Real Estate Blog, and they mention you in a new blog post and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best real estate agent in Charlotte, North Carolina, check out hmproperties.com. And if the person clicked on the link, it would direct them to your website. So just in the fact that the person has a link that links back to your website, that's actually tracked by Google, and Google uses that information to determine how authoritative your website is. And authority, in turn, plays a big role in how quickly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for, as well as how highly you rank for those keywords. And so the fact that you don't have a lot of referring domains in that, and the quality of those websites that are pointing back to your website aren't very good is really going to affect your rankings in terms of all the keywords we want to go after, because Google's not going to see this website as authoritative as other websites or other competitors in your area, and so you're just not going to rank for those keywords. In terms of the kind of the keywords and everything else and how Google search engine works, it's very, very important that you're on the first page, because that's where the majority of the people are actually going to be looking at listings when they search up for a certain keyword, like the best real estate agent here in North Carolina, or homes for sale in North Carolina, that kind of thing. And so we just want to make sure that you're on the first page, and then from there quickly rank you up to ideally the #1 spot, right? And we're going to continue to do our SEO efforts until you get that #1 spot. But as soon as you get the #1 spot, you're going to capture the majority of the traffic, and you're going to see a huge influx of leads and things like that that come to your door immediately as soon as we tackle this. And so it's amazing how powerful SEO can be if we were to really work on this and do it properly, because once you have your rankings in place, there's just so much traffic that's going to your website that you just get a ton of leads, and then from there convert them into actual sales and things like that. And so let me show you just kind of what's potentially out there now, as well as kind of what you're currently ranking for. So actually, I'll do that second part first. I'll take a look and see exactly what you're ranking for, and we'll go from there. All right. So right off the bat, HM Properties ranked #1, which is good news, obviously, because you want to rank for your brand name. Lisa Emery, it looks like Lisa is one of the agents there. Moonship Real Estate Company, Charlotte. So that's a great one to rank for. So it looks like you have the 4th position for that. So we want to continue to work on your SEO so that you rank for the #1 spot there, because that's how you're going to capture the majority of the traffic, right? Charlotte Realtors, that's actually a pretty decent one too. So you're still on that second page right now. You're on the 12th spot, so the second position of the second page. And so we just want to make sure that we increase that as well. HM Charlotte, North Carolina, that could be a good one. That might be actually something that people are looking for your brand, HM, and they're searching up the Charlotte and North Carolina NOMER with it, and you're only ranking on the second page, so they might actually end up going to a competitor website, or they might not be able to find your website through that search keyword. So we want to make sure you're on the first page and on the top of Google for that. Realtor, Charlotte, North Carolina, another good one. So it looks like the good news that I can see right off the bat here is that you're currently ranking and you're getting a lot of credit for a lot of these related keywords to like real estate and that kind of thing. So that's great news, because Google is giving you credit for your website. It's just that your website isn't authoritative to the point where you're going to start beating your competition and start ranking at the top of Google for all the different keywords we want to capture. So this is good news. It definitely is. When I look at something like this, I know that there's a lot of potential for us to help you grow and take it to the next level. So when I do these website audits, a lot of times I run into situations where a person just created their website, or they just barely have any authority and they barely rank for any keywords. So it's a lot harder for us to really get them found and start building the authority on the website and start ranking them to the first page, rather than rather than someone that's already established and already has credit for all the different keywords, and then us taking it just to the next level, right? So, I mean, even if you think about it from the results perspective, you're going to get a lot more results in terms of more traffic going to your website, more leads coming to your business from us taking you from like the 6th position to the 5th position than if we were to take you from like the 7th page of Google to the 2nd page of Google. Just because of how Google's search engine works, nobody goes past the first page. Like 95 to 99% of the people just stay on the first page when they search for a given keyword. And so for us to take you from like the 2nd page to the first page, you're just going to see a lot more bang for your buck that way than if we were to tackle on a new website where people don't really know about the website or don't know about the business, and it's just a brand new thing. So it's just a difficult thing. It's more difficult, can't provide as higher results for those kinds of clients as if we were to tackle you on where you already have that established business, right? So really like that. So I can definitely see this is a very clean website. This is a click to call, that's good, and enter street addresses and view. This is also good. What I would have is a quick questionnaire here. So if they have a question, they could enter their name, maybe their email, phone number, and a quick comment like, do you have any, and then someone can enter something like, do you have any properties that are under 200,000, or how would I qualify? What is your process of doing this? Would you have a house out a month from now? And then they can hit like a submit button. The reason being that something like that is important is because not a lot of people are willing to actually pick up the phone and call out to you because they don't know who they're going to reach, right? They don't know if they're going to reach an autoresponder. They don't know if they're going to reach a person out in India. They don't know if it's going to be an actual person or if it's a machine that requires a voicemail. So there's a lot of people that aren't willing to actually pick up the phone and call you, but a lot more people are comfortable just kind of entering their information and then you reaching out to them at their convenience, right? And so it just increases conversion rate. So what I mean by that is if there's 100 people visiting your website and one person calling you or signing up or a lead coming in, we want to shoot for closer to 3 or 4, and that effectively triples or quadruples your business, right? Or the number of leads that are coming in because of just the fact that we have something like that. So you definitely want to look into that because, like I said, that increases conversion rates. The other thing I want to recommend is just have more content, right? So content is just another one of those things that build the authority on your website, which, like I said, in turn affects your rankings. And so we want to shoot for about 1,500 to 2,000. I mean, we've had a lot of success going for lots and lots of content, like 4,500 plus content on the homepage, because most of the time when you look at these keywords, it's not your inner page that ranks for the keyword that we want to go after. It's mainly your home page. And so we want your homepage to be found for a number of keywords, and for us to do that, we need to make sure that Google recognizes that you have enough content to actually house those keywords. If you don't have enough content, you're never going to be able to rank for all the different keywords you want to rank for, just because Google can't connect the website with the keywords you want to go after, right? So Google can't go and read images. They can't go in and subtly tie that HM properties has to do with real estate and things like that, but they can go in and their crawlers can read through your content and say, okay, so I can see that this is about real estate. I can see this is about this, and they can group ideas together. And so what we want to do is, especially when we want to go after certain keywords, we're going to layer in some of those keywords into your content so that you can start being found for those keywords. And that's also going to help you build the authority on your website, because the more content that you have, the more Google deems your site authoritative. Because what Google has realized is that the most authoritative websites tend to have a lot of expertise in the field and tend to have a lot of content that they can talk about. Right, and so that's the kind of thing that we would absolutely recommend doing and would do for you, because we have in-house writers in here as well. But that's the kind of thing that we would do. What I want to show you here next, real quick, is some of the potential keywords that we could go after if we were to tackle this project. So you've done a great job of tackling things like real estate company and that kind of thing, Charlotte real estate agencies. What I want to kind of show you, shed some light to, is there's a lot of phrases out there for keywords like homes for sale. Right? That's a very, very targeted phrase, because when someone searches up a homes for sale in Charlotte, North Carolina, you have to imagine the kind of people that are searching that are people who are like, okay, maybe I'm looking to move out to Charlotte. Let's see what kind of homes are out there, homes for sale in North Carolina. You can see there's 4,100 searches per month for that kind of phrase as well. Like some of these phrases, like they only get 20, 80 searches per month, 400, 600. Like I said, right off the bat, this one gets 4,100. Homes for sale, Charlotte, North Carolina, 1,800. 1,300, 1,200. So this is the kind of keyword research we would do, right? We find the most optimal keywords that have a lot of search volume that are very targeted to the service and product that you provide. And then we want to go after those ones where there's not a lot of competition, so then we can quickly rank you for those keywords that we want to capture. Right? And so that's all the kind of thing that we would do. I don't want to make it too much longer. I've already hit the 10-minute mark, so I'll wrap it up here. If you have any questions about what I talked about, feel free to reach out to me by email. I'll also leave my phone number on there so we can talk by phone as well. But I would love to talk to you further about kind of what's potentially out there, kind of what your goals are with the website, what your time frame is, and then we can hash out a plan of attack and get going on this, all right? So again, I appreciate it, Aaron, if you watch this video all the way through. I hope at the very least you got some insight out of it, and I look forward to talking to you soon, all right? Thank you.